Assalamualaikum warahmatulohi wabarakatuh. I'm Sandra Mutia Sari. I'm from class A from 5th semester of English Education Department, STKIP Muhammadiyah of Bogor. Now, in this video, I would like to explain about how to improve listening and speaking by listening to podcasts. If you are learning English, you definitely want to improve your speaking and listening skill in English. Speaking is rated by English learners as one of the most challenging skills to master. It can be intimidating and we can be afraid of making mistakes. People sometimes think that the only way to improve speaking is to actually talk. But did you know that listening to podcasts can actually help you speak English better? That's right. If you feel that you are not finding a native speaker or friend to improve your English listening and speaking, you can also learn independently by listening to the English podcast. What are podcasts? Podcast is an audio recording of sound that is almost the same as radio, only the voice is heard. By just listening to conversation from native speakers directly, and we can record the recordings at any time. At least we can improve our English. The English part of listening and speaking are arguably a little more difficult than other parts such as reading. No wonder many people find it difficult to improve their English listening skills and speaking skills. It is not without reason that English listening is difficult to master, and many people have the same problem. The first reason why English listening and speaking are difficult to master is the different accents and pronunciation when we listen to English. Different accents and pronunciations can make it difficult for us to catch spoken English words. The second reason why people find it difficult to master English listening and speaking are because they are busy translating into their mother tongue, or in our context means Indonesian. Interpreting sentences or words of word while listening to English might be considered helpful of understanding. The last cause that makes English listening and speaking difficult to master is inconsistent in learning it. This actually applies to learning and mastering anything, not just in listening English. Consistency and hard work are the keys for us to be able to master new things or any learning. Podcasts are a fun way to learn English. Just like when we listen to the radio, podcasts also only present content in the form of sound. The difference is we can choose the podcast episode we want. In addition, we all also free to repeat it whenever we want. This makes learning easy. If in the past we could only learn English from non-English, American or Australian teachers with Indonesian accents, now we can listen to native English speakers through podcasts. Students use speaking and listening to solve problems, speculate, share ideas, make decisions, and reflect on what is important. Social relations in the classroom depend on talk, and students' confidence and attitudes to learning are affected by friendship and positive interaction. Extend the variety and range of vocabulary through well-chosen stories that have attractive illustration and repetitive meaningful phrases. Students can then receive new words and phrases during the story and reenact them in role play. Use rhymes, poetry, and songs to help them see patterns and humor in words. The role of podcasts in the future is for learning on learning. Specific topics such as business or travel that can be listened to. Podcasts are widely used by the public to listen to news, knowledge, and share knowledge that is repeatable. The role of podcasts in the future is for learning on learning. Podcast media is considered effective for improving learning outcomes, but not significant for increasing interest in learning. In learning outcomes, it is proven that it can increase from the moderate to good category. It's just that interest in learning is in the same category, which is moderate and tends to experience a decrease in points. Okay, the method used by researchers in conducting research is the quantitative method, where the researcher conducted several surveys through the GPROM platform, which was then distributed to several people who could fill it out. There were about 5 people filling in. Podcasts are a great way to learn English. Not only can you hear real English conversations, so you can tell how words are pronounced, but you can listen to them anywhere and pause or rewind them whenever you like. There are several podcast channels suggested by superiors. Among others are the first is Podcast in English. Podcast in English features conversations between the English speakers on a variety of topics, with lessons divided by language level and type. The second is the English we speak. Have you ever wondered what it means to have skeletons in your closet or to pull the wool over someone's eyes? Well, this podcast is here to tell you. While textbooks and other learning tools often teach you a very formal way of speaking. The third is ESL-Pod. ESL-Pod is a fantastic resource for anyone who wants to improve their English. Not only is there a library of more than 1,900 episodes to download, but the two hosts both have PhDs in applied linguistics, so they really are experts. The fourth is Better at English. Once you are ready to listen to conversations at full speed, Better at English is a brilliant choice. And the last is Voice of America Learning English. The UK is far from the only country where English is the native language. In fact, it's spoken all over the world. The Voice of America Learning English podcast is particularly helpful for people planning to live or study in North America. For example, in Canada or the